there, Laura Garda with Zen Lottie's Training Systems, going over some happy functional foot exercises that I recommend to all of my clients. We try to do them live at least once or twice when we first start training, and ideally they will continue on their own, a minimum of 3 times a week. So these foot exercises, I can't stress them enough. They are fantastic for your feet, and if our feet are happy, guess what? The rest of the body just kind of falls in line. So if you got nice strong feet, the knees track straight ahead, the hips stay nice and level, and if the hips are level and tracking straight ahead, guess what? So's the spine. It has something to stack up from. So very, very important. It's called foot gymnastics. We're going to start with one foot. Does not matter which foot you start with. You're just going to sit in a comfortable chair and cross one leg over the other. We're going to come into some toe jumping jacks. So you'll grab your big toe and the second toe and just pull them apart like they were doing jumping jacks. And then you'll move down to the next toes, pull them apart, and thusly to the next ones. You have those little toes that like to curl under and hide, just pull them out. Make those toes as long as they can be. And then finally the little guys. And once you work your way down there, we're going to come into some cross-country skiing for the toes. You're going to pull front to back. And then again, front to back again. Make those toes as long as they can be. Front to back. Pulling out there. And then make our way up, front to back. And you can repeat that as much as you'd like. Go back down, jumping jacks, jumping jacks, jumping jacks, jacks, and then cross-country skiing, front to back, front to back, front to back, and front to back. Next, we come into palpating the transverse arch. So the transverse arch runs from ball of the big toe to ball of the pinky toe. And we're just going to get in there and massage with our thumbs that space as the toes basically connect to the feet. Work your way down. Your way back up. And if you've trained with me live, you'll get this actual handout, or it can be downloadable for you, and you can actually see the reflexology connection to the bottom of the feet. You can kind of see what might be going on in the rest of your body and how it corresponds to the feet. So once we've palpated the transverse arch up and down a couple times, we're going to shake hands with our feet. So you're going to take your opposite hand and work those fingers in between the toes. Aha! I'm just going to shake hands with your foot. Kind of warms up the ankle as well. But we're separating those toes, spreading them apart, trying to allow them to be their own boss instead of flocking together. Now, after you've shaken sufficiently, pull those fingers straight out, and hopefully your toes still feel a little bit separated. Next, make a little nub here with the thumb joint, and we're going to come down the rays of the toe along the longitudinal arch. So running from each toe ray down the arch of the foot. It's like you're carving out or scooping out a melon, right? Scooping it out. And I actually roll from the thumb joint even to the index finger knuckle. So I'm rolling along there, carving it out. Once I finish that a few times, I have this nice fist here. I'm going to plump up the heel. Now, I'm not going to pound directly on the heel. I'm just going to tap around it. Tap around it. Light little knocks all around. Excellent. And then from there, I'm going to tweak up the Achilles tendon here. I'm just going to squeeze along the back of the leg into the calf. Down to the heel edge. And all I'm doing is just making my fingers like little pinchers. I'm just squeezing along. And then the last little piece of the puzzle is wringing out the calf. So we're just going to really wring it out. I'm making my hands and I'm almost wringing out like my calf were a dishcloth, and I'm wringing it out. Both directions here, working it. And then the true magic is when you're done with that side, you want to stand for just a moment so you can feel the difference. So ideally, you'll feel the difference in between, and you make sure that that foot feels a little lighter, a a little more aired. So let's look at the other side here right quick. Switching, we come into our jumping jacks, right? And this is fantastic to do, cross-country skis, fantastic to do before you go for a run, before you leave the house during the day. At the end of the day, you've had a long day on your feet. Always good to be kind. Jumping jacks, one more set. And cross-country skis. And this whole process could be done as quickly as 2 to 3 minutes. It could also take upwards of 10 or 15 minutes if you wanted to spend a little extra time. Maybe get a little peppermint foot lotion and be kind to your feet. So we did our jumping jacks and our cross-country skis. Then we palpate the longitudinal arch. Once again, I'm just rubbing in between each of these toe connections, getting my thumbs in there. Nice. And then I'll shake hands with my foot, working the opposite fingers in between. Some toes are more resistant than others, but you'll do your best to work them in there and just shake a little bit. Back and forth, front to back. Also helps to work the ankle, of course, but spreading those toes. When you spread the toes, it helps lift the arches of the feet and thus gives our body a good foundation to move with. So once you're done shaking, you'll just pull out. We make our fist. We got our little thumb joint here. We're going to carve out the longitudinal arch. Scooping our melon, right? Go down each ray from big toe down just before the heel. Second toe, the one that didn't have roast beef, right? All the way down. We'll do that a couple times through. And then from here, we plump up the heels. We pump it up here and just tap all around, little knocks, little knocking on the doors, right around the heel. Never directly on, but around. Very light little taps. And then we tweak the Achilles tendon here. We start low under the Achilles tendon. It's a pretty long tendon. Starts down by the heel, and you'll work your way all the way up. About middle of the calf or so, right back down. One more time here. And again, you can spend as much time as you'd like doing this. Ideally, it just becomes a regular routine for you, a couple times a week. And then as we finish here, we will wring out the calf. So get your pinchers out, and you're gonna wring that calf out. Excellent. And voila, you've now completed your foot gymnastics. Happy feet. Have a great day.